A year after opening, the critical mineral recovery plant in Fredericktown had a fire, sending flames and smoke into nearby homes. Now, more than 4 months later, the company pushes forward with plans to rebuild and expand.
And tonight, residents tell the I-Team's Paula Vassan they're being ignored and they're fighting back.
Kimmy Royer saw this coming. Ever since this lithium battery recycling plant opened in October 2023, she feared disaster. Just a year later, it happened.
What goes through your mind when you see that?
Well, it could have all been prevented.
Kimmy owns a farm just a few miles away, and she's worried about the electronic waste from this plant. The facility recycled lithium from batteries used in things like electric vehicles and cell phones, giving it a second life in new technology. But she can't help but wonder, what does that mean for her land, her livestock, and her family's health?
When the fire erupted here, the wind sent thick plumes of black smoke straight into these homes right across the street. Residents here say it smelled like burning toxic rubber.
Following the fire, people nearby found dead fish in nearby creeks. Kimmy doesn't see it as an accident. She calls it a ticking time bomb.
There's not anybody that's been comfortable with this coming.
In 2022, the same owners, previously operating as Interco, had a fire at their Madison, Illinois plant before opening this new company in Fredericktown, now merging into Evolution Metals and Technology. They say the previous fire was due to machinery, not batteries. They cite a failure in the fire detection and suppression system as the main issue here in Fredericktown.
It's just a bunch of confusion.
Jennifer and Darren Torr agree. Their farm is 7 miles away. But that wasn't far enough.
The wind pattern took all those toxins and heavy metals and blew them down.
They left their home for days, fearing exposure. They're not alone. The fallout has residents demanding action. They gathered 1,000 signatures for a health ordinance to place stricter limits on potentially hazardous businesses. County commissioners rejected it.
We don't feel like that our elected officials are working for the people.
Meanwhile, the Missouri Department of Conservation is investigating and will release new details by July. Toxic runoff from firefighting chemicals is the suspected cause of the fish kill in nearby waterways. The long-term impact, still unknown.
The death of aquatic life in Village Creek and Little St. Francis was something that most people in conservation, including myself, find to be distressing.
Residents and State Representative Eric Woods aren't waiting. They're pushing for House Bill 704. Woods updated previous legislation to impose stricter regulations after the Fredericktown fire. Without bipartisan support, it stalled.
I'm really disappointed. This is a really critical time to put in a protective framework, given that the battery recycling plant is not operating.
The plant's parent company, Evolution Metals, tell us it's committed to the community and working with officials to rebuild. But some locals don't buy it.
It's right next to people's houses.
Right.
There's a school right down the road. There's businesses around here. It's right in the middle of where people are living and operating every day. I want to see that whatever goes in the future is done in a way that's safe for everybody around them. That's our top priority.
For now, the plant remains closed. The town is on edge. In Fredericktown, Paula Vassan, 5 on your side.
Right now, the Missouri Department of Natural Resources is the lead regulatory agency for the cleanup.